Hello guys, and welcome to another news video about content updates for Le Mans Ultimate, our favorite simulation in the sim racing world, and there is lots of stuff to explore, so let's get into it straight away.
Number 1. European Le Mans Series. We announced it alongside the ACO in June, but we are already here with its first instalment. In this release, we are unlocking the ELMS Race Weekend format for all players on the tracks that are released and available so far. All players will be receiving for free access to ELMS liveries and the unrestricted LMP2 car that races in ELMS, which has also been revisited on the physics side. Additionally, so that you can see the difference when on track and in the menus, we've added this new LMP2 icon for the faster specification to the UI to make things a bit clearer which specification of car is racing.
So the big talking point for this update is obviously the release of the unrestricted LMP2 car that is being run in the ELMS series. So that is the big news. Unrestricted maximum horsepower, just as we used to race it back in the day from Le Mans Virtual Series 2020, 2021, 2022 and 2023. Of course, that is going to be a special car for me personally, because this is where I've had my greatest successes in when it comes to endurance racing. Well, like the Virtual Endurance Championship, before that went to Hypercar, and then also, of course, as already mentioned, the Le Mans Virtual Series. So I'm interested. It is a tricky car already, the so-called baby LMP2, how I keep calling it, the restricted version that is being put in the 24 hours of Le Mans only in the World Endurance Championship. But I'm interested to hear your opinion on it. Firstly, the current LMP2 that has been used in Le Mans Ultimate, is it a car that you consider nice to drive, fun to drive, easy to drive, maybe difficult to drive? And then, of course, and more importantly, secondly, are you looking forward to this new unrestricted LMP2 car? That is obviously coming for free, so no paid DLC on the ELMS LMP2 car, as well as all the liveries from ELMS, of course. So that's great news. And yeah, I would really appreciate to have your opinion on it. So let me know down in the comments area below. I'm looking forward to your comments. And of course, guys, if you appreciate this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, give it a hype, subscribe to the YouTube channel, ring the bell for more Le Mans Ultimate streams and updates in the future.
In terms of the content release, we will have 3 packs, each with 1 car and 1 track. This will also be available in a season pass format for a discount, which will automatically unlock as we release the packs. So what's in pack 1? We are delighted to welcome Silverstone, the iconic British circuit that is also home to Studio 397 in the UK. As always, this is an officially licensed and laser scanned track, created with the utmost love, care and attention. As ELMS races from the classic national pit lane, this is the variation you'll find upon release. But we're happy to confirm that we will be adding the Grand Prix pit lane option, as well as the national and international shorter layouts in a future update. Additionally, the tracks in the game that ELMS already races at will receive a boost of 44 car grids in a later release. The first cars coming in pack 1 is the Ligier JS P325, the latest and most modern of this class out available for racing in this category. Featuring a 3.5 litre Toyota V6 bi-turbo outputting 470 brake horsepower, this car is a wonderful example of modern prototype engineering and will no doubt create some memorable on-track experiences.
So about the paid DLC then, we receive 1 new track, which is going to be the Silverstone Circuit, with the pit lane in its original place like 15 years back, 10 years back, before the Grand Prix circuit got the new pit area behind the club chicane. As we understand also, we receive the Ligier JSP 325, an LMP3 car, and I know LMP3 cars are interesting to drive if we're looking back into R Factor 2, where we originally had the first touch with them. Most of them, I think, even right-hand side drive. So as a German pleb, this is going to be pretty damn interesting. Anyways, just like on the LMP2, I would love to hear your opinion on the LMP3s. Is it going to be a favorite car for you? Is it going to be something you're looking forward to the challenge? Let me also know down in the comments area below. And then we speak more a little bit about the track. So Silverstone's coming in its configuration with the old pit entry before Cops Corner. That is where the garages and the starting grid is. However, as we understand, with later updates throughout the year, National and the club version and also the Grand Prix version, so with the pit lane right at where it is right now in Formula 1, coming to the game as well. I hope you're looking forward to these layouts. I can't wait for Silverstone. It was a big shame, as we heard, the license got revoked by Silverstone like 2 years ago, so that the great R Factor 2 version we already had of the track had to be removed from Steam. Now it's back. Now we have a license again for Le Mans Ultimate and a brand new laser scan. Spoiler, as we probably all know, the old track layout with the chicane going to the left and under the bridge, I think it's called the bridge layout, it doesn't exist anymore. So I'm not expecting any layout of that to come, any historic layout. It would be so great to have it, but no laser material for that. So I would assume it's not going to come. Anyway, this is not the only update, more to come.
Number 2, custom livery improvements. We have been delighted to see the response to the custom livery feature we added in June, with over 93,000 uploaded so far, but it's time to up the ante. In this release, we are bringing a number of great new additions. For those of you new to the feature, you do need to be a Race Control Pro or Pro Plus subscriber, which pays for the maintenance of the infrastructure we use to create the UI imagery on the fly and transfer the liveries automatically to all players. Firstly, it is now possible to drive and view your livery in a single-player race weekend session. No longer do you need to load into an online lobby to take pretty pictures of your wonderful creation, and you can now race it against other icons in a recreated 2025 24-hour Le Mans, for example. Additionally, we're pleased that custom numbers are now working and that you can use liveries on every server, including practice servers and hosted servers without entry lists, making league hosting more flexible than ever before. Finally, thanks to our partners at SimGrid, we're presenting to you for the first time the ability to share and add liveries to your team via the Livery Hub. Here, creators can set their liveries to public and then add some tags for visibility. For those of you like me, lacking in the artistic talent department, you can search and find liveries to add to your team, which will then be automatically available in-game.
And that's big news for all the creators, all the photographers, and all the people that love to race in their own colors. The livery system is finally evolving and is finally also available in race weekends, in offline, maybe hopefully also in co-op mode, as they said, any server. We're finally looking at also seeing the livery in the practice session. So finally, as a creator, as a photographer, it's now so much more easy to do all the pictures for thumbnails, for posts, for articles, for whatever, for videos. It's so much more easier. And a big thank you to Studio 397 for bringing this feature out straight away in the next bigger update. So that is big news. However, there's obviously even more big news, as they're not only making this available, they also bring a service, just like, I don't want to mention the name, but you all do know the service of another simulator that enables you to copy and get liveries that are existing somewhere on the web, putting them on the car, seeing them on the grids, stuff like that. So they've worked out on a way with SimGrid that you can, for example, pick my liveries and put them on your team if you want to race in my colors for whatever reason. So that is an interesting addition, and I'm pretty sure the people, the photographers and the media people, they're absolutely gonna love that feature, including myself, of course. Last but not least, another addition on the liveries is now going to be easily usable on every hosted server as well. So we're going to see a much bigger amount of leagues coming into Le Mans Ultimate, enabling own features, enabling own liveries, own broadcasts and stuff like that. It's going to be much more league friendly right now as it has been before. So, with more to come, let's head back to Stephen Hood.
Additional improvements. Car Select has been tidied up once again. We realised that the year filter was getting in the way of finding your favourites. We've also added in icons to easily see cars that are in your virtual garage, so you don't mindlessly click around when you first download the game to see what content you own. Fans of Track IR can now rejoice. It has been added to the sim natively. We hope you'll make the most of it to check your blind spots. We are also very pleased to be adding a simplified Chinese language option as well. Huge thanks to Zhu Dong, one of our community members who spearheaded this project and passed it over to our team to implement. We hope the growing LMU Chinese community will be excited to access the game in their native language. We are just getting started with the ramping up of localized languages, so watch this space and maybe leave a note about what languages we should add in the comment section. We will also be making some changes to the sizes of the driver rank brackets. Silver has been smaller than the other brackets, which has made changes in the rating from race to race seem much bigger than they actually are. The effect of this is it's likely when we deploy this update that drivers ranked Silver 2 or above will move down compared to where they are currently.
Right, and that already gets us to the minor updates, or to the more nimble, more detailed updates, such as the Chinese language, such as the enabling of Track IR, such as the revamp or the rework of Car Select. So let's see what we need to get used to this time when we're looking for our own cars, or when we're looking for the right car. Back in the day, mostly I got confused with 2023, 2024, 2025 cars, and then when picking year 2025, I didn't see the Funval, which was only available in 23, or I didn't see the Lumber, which hasn't been raced in 25 anymore, but just in 24. So those things will have a little look for a change again. And of course, we've also heard about the changes in driver rankings. So, as you guys know, we've been donating DR to all the players in the last couple of weeks. As much as we're still sitting in Silver 3, after the update I expect myself sitting in Silver 2 or Silver 1, so the drain is going to be real. And I know for a fact there's a couple of Gold 2, Gold 3 drivers. They might drop down to, I don't know, Gold 1 or even Silver 3, depending on where they're sitting right now on the ladder. And they'd be like, oh my god, what has happened here? I mean, I can laugh about it right now because I'm not belonging to these guys at the minute. Let's see how much I'm laughing when I get demoted to Silver 1 or Silver 2 and see how that goes. I'm not sure if that is the right way to go, to be honest. We've already heard rumors and complaints, and I've been a person of that, right? Whenever you, or me, even being Silver 3, I was expected to finish 5th or 4th or whatever, and when I got 8th or 10th, I lose 20%. However, if I get 4th or 3rd, I'm regaining 2 or 3%. So there was a trend going downwards at all the time. And once again, I would have an appreciation of your comments on that scenery. Do you think that's the right direction to go with DR, or would you actually would love to see them enabling us to go into Platinum area? Let me know down in the comments. And of course, if you haven't done already, make sure to give a thumbs up to that video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow us for more information, for more news, as we head into something particularly interesting, I can tell you.
What's next? We're working away hard at a number of things here as always. You know, of course, that more ELMS content will come pack by pack, and we expect the next car and track to release before the end of the year.
Hang on a minute. Is that a PlayStation controller he's carrying in his hands? I don't need to say anything, right? I leave it completely up to you what you do with that information. I have something in my head, but I won't tell it. I will tell it, of course. Is this a teaser? Is that a confirmation? Is that a probability, or is that simply the idea of wanting to go there? Consoles. This is a PlayStation controller, I'm pretty sure. Are consoles in work in progress? The code for consoles? We're rubbing hands as we listening further to what's coming up next.
We are still working very hard on the career mode, but there's nothing that we can share at this time. For the next release, we're working on a number of online rules-related features to help stamp out the worst offenders. In the meantime, keep reporting players for deliberate collisions in daily races and for racing incidents only in online championships. We are adding more resources here as we know you value LMU as one of the premier online sim racing titles. We also know that you're waiting to host your own team endurance races. We are targeting hosted team endurance races in the next release as well.
So of course the big focus is going to be on the ELMS content with 2 packs more to come. So 2 more cars, 2 more tracks, the tracks being Barcelona and Paul Ricard as far as I'm concerned. That is confirmed already. The interesting thing is, and we need that for the Virtual Endurance Championship to finally kick off, is the possibility to host our own service with driver swaps. So I really hope, for the sake of VEC, for the sake of a lot of endurance leagues that I'm probably keen to come into Le Mans Ultimate, that this feature hopefully comes in the next major update, which as far as I'm concerned here is going to be before the end of the year. So maybe a great Christmas present. Looking forwards to that. Yeah, guys, what has struck you the most? What has raised your eyebrows the most? What has raised your interest the most coming in Le Mans Ultimate in this update, or coming for the future? Something that I have raised the eyebrow a little bit was the section when the code is being updated for, well, detecting race incidents. As far as I understand, they want to do code updates in order to punish people that are offending others, whether that is malicious driving, retaliation, or like causing a collision, like really on purpose, like to just blow someone off the track. I'm looking forward to see how they are doing that, because in order to stop people from doing this, you need to kind of disqualify them immediately from the race when the first thing occurs. Now, I don't know how great AI and detection and collision detection and stuff like that is already. Let's hope also that, you know, if someone just spins out and collects someone else, this doesn't mean it's a straight DNF. I mean, probably in the real life it would be a straight DNF, but that would also kind of kill the idea. And again, I'm just putting up speculation, or just like what I think about that in my head when listening to the words of Stephen. But I'm interested in what you hear and what you think. So let me know down in the comments area below, guys. Thank you very much for watching once again. If you appreciate this channel, have a thumbs up on the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for more news updates, for more deep dives into the new content, and of course, for more streams on our favorite sim, Le Mans Ultimate. Till then, guys, have a great time. See you. Bye-bye.